Hail, everybody. Welcome to Legion of Memers Memestream Saturday edition. It looks like we have a little bit of a smaller cast today. Everybody's enjoying a little break. Let's say to true pop culture, enjoy your pilgrimage. I hope it's enlightening and relaxing, and I hope you have fun, mate. And Extra Zero is out today because he had a family emergency, so send prayers his way, and hopefully everything turns out well. We have some really great guests with us here today. You, me, and the movies has joined us for the show. Welcome, guys. Thank you for coming on today.
Glad to be here. Thanks for having us.
So, for the people who don't know what you guys do, could you explain it to the public so they know where to find you, what your tags are, and that way they can watch your content?
Yeah, we are You Me the Movies on YouTube. You Me the Movies at You Me the Movies. We do movie reactions and TV reactions. I've seen a lot of movies. She's actually seen a lot of movies, but most of the movies we watch on our channel she hasn't seen. So she's kind of the star. I'm like the co-host,
the talent. Yeah,
you're the talent. And I do all the editing for our videos and stuff. Well, I have a couple editors that help me, and then we're also on You Be the TV as well. We're moving our TV reactions over there. We're separating them out just to help us protect us from those copyright stuff. And we also have some gaming channels and stuff as well. So You Me the Movies and You Me the TV.
Yeah, go follow them on Twitter. They have a link tree in there as well, and you can find everything in there. Go support them and check it out. I've watched a little bit of it, and I've enjoyed it. Mrs. Movies has some very funny reactions, and the dynamic between you two makes me smile. I watch a lot of your shorts coming up every now and then. So
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Devil made me do it. How you doing this week, man?
I'm doing well. Devil made me do it. Nalik3 on the Twitters, and check out Beelzehub on YouTube. Every Sunday, get ranked, and I have a new show coming out here pretty quick called Pissing Contest. So check that out when it comes out.
Are you gonna have Gavin McGinnis on?
No, not literal.
Kenzo, man, you've been very busy this week. How you doing? What's going on?
The Mozzaverse is real. The Mozzaverse cannot be stopped. Yeah, I'm Kenzo, Art by Kenzo over on YouTube and Twitter. I have been very busy this week doing doodles and some dumb animations and stuff, mainly for the Full Aussie. We might get into showing some of those a bit later in between our topics, which we're going to get into soon.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And before we get to me, I really want to put a special spotlight on some of our first members. You guys are going to see them down here at the screen. Down. It's so weird trying to point to nothing. Just right here. There you go, guys. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Our first few members is quite an accomplishment, and I thank you all for helping out the channel. And I can't wait to see where this goes, because the more help we have from the community, the more stuff we can do. And I am very excited for the future. I am Superman if he wasn't scared of green rocks. And let's give a big shout out to Side Scrollers, who I'm now editing for 5 days a week. It's my first dip into the editing world, and I have a whole new appreciation for Perry Chan, Quarter Black, Ryan Reaper, Skirmitar, Mr. Grant Gregory, because that editing is not an easy job.
Oh, for sure.
And yeah, so thank you all for being here. Let's give a shout out to chat. Here we go. Again, Extra Zero isn't here, so expect me to screw this up a tiny bit. Skirmitar, already late, you dogs. Mate, you came in like 2 hours before the show started.
These are just time zones.
We got Keem Dog, Chem Dog. Anybody know Keem Dog? All right, Keem Dog. Good afternoon. How you doing? Thank you very much for watching. We got Static 2020 hopping in chat. Hail, my dude. We got brother. Zombie Box Reviews hopping in. Hail the Legion of Memers. Hail to you too, mate. Metastep hopping in. Dang, I scheduled a premiere on my other channel at the same time this starts. I will be over after that. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. And I appreciate you becoming a member, dude. Thank you so much, mate. We got who's this guy? This ginger dude right here.
I heard he's
We
a
got
drug
Kenzo
abuser.
Hop.
Just some crackhead, I think.
We got Oakley. It says hi, Scummer. I don't think we went before. Good to see a new wrench. Hail to you, mate. Hail. Give me 1 sec. Let's see if more chat. Oh yeah, everybody's popping in now. We got Solid Snake hopping in, saying hail. Everyone, hail to you too, mate. Appreciate you, man. We got Solarix. Is Solarix's?
Solarix is, yeah, it's one of our viewers.
Oh, there
I
you
think Chemdog's,
go.
Chemdog's one
And
of our viewers too.
and oh, sweet, that's awesome. Thank you guys for hopping in. I saw some people subscribe, probably from your side as well. So thank you for that, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Pete.
That a UFO, and it's too small for me to see. UFO in a volcano. What is that?
Volcano. Yeah.
I think it is.
Okay, good. At least my eyes aren't
Conspiracy
that
theories.
bad.
Don't you know that they live in volcanoes?
Obviously. Yeah.
Obviously. And under the
Hey,
water.
Samuel.
And
We got
What's up,
Samuel
Antarctica.
Infamous saying, "Hail Legionnaires! Hail to you, mate. Thanks for hopping in." And let's get started on our topic. Now, I'm actually really excited to talk about this because I very much enjoyed the first movie called Edge of Tomorrow. If it would come up, I don't know what's going on with stream. There you go.
StreamYards is mounted. Still not there. Yeah, we
Yes.
go. Here we go.
It's as bad as me reading, basically. What have you guys seen the first movie? And if so, what did you guys think of it? Why don't we go with Mr. and Mrs. Movies first?
We have seen it, yeah.
Yeah, I
went to it
loved
in
the movie,
theaters.
actually.
I think we went to it like twice in theaters.
Yeah, it
I
was
didn't
one of
see
my
it in the
favorites.
theater, but I went into it with low expectations and was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
The Groundhog Day action movie. Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the trope, but I think they actually done something good with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not often we get to say something.
I felt like it
that's
was a
about
fresh
movies.
take on time travel and action, to be honest with you. I enjoyed that a lot.
I thought I got tired of hearing Sonny and Cher playing every time Tom Cruise woke up. You know, it just was getting annoying.
And we got Doug Warren hopping in chat saying, "I'm here because of you, me, and the boobies, because they rock."
Gotta love you and the boobies.
Thanks, Doug.
Everybody loves boobies.
So true. So true.
Yeah, we say welcome on back to You, Me, and the Boobies. Well, she does every time there's boobs in a movie we watch. So that's one of our memes.
Some of my favorite movies actually have boobs in them.
Yeah.
All the good ones do.
I wonder why.
And then you
Yes.
got to ask when there's not a pair of movies, like, why not?
Why? You could have done that, man.
I know.
So,
Seems like the
what do you
exact
guys
moment.
think for? What do you guys think for number 2? Are you excited for that? Are you going to be expecting it to flop like a lot of the movies that we currently have nowadays? Like, what are your thoughts on this next project if it happens?
Well, then the second, I don't know. I feel like Emily Blunt does a pretty good job in number 2. She doesn't typically sign up for a sequel unless it's well written. So I don't know. I thought they had great chemistry in the first one. I imagine that chemistry can roll over into the next one just as well.
It'd just be interesting how. I mean, Tom Cruise is getting up there. He was
That's
just
true.
in Mission
Yeah.
Impossible. He's what 61
Oh
now?
yeah.
How long until they start shooting this?
He's 61.
Yeah,
Oh damn.
but it'll be like where in the timeline are they going to put this? How much past the first one is it going to be?
Yeah.
And stuff
So-
like that. So
So we're looking at Edge of Tomorrow, Dial of Destiny type situation.
he's not pushing 80 yet. So hopefully they make it in the next 20 years.
Is this one just going to be called Tomorrow?
Yeah, exactly.
Edge of Death.
Edge of Senility.
Over the Edge of Tomorrow. Well, think
I mean,
they're
I
gonna have
thought
to
the
try and
first
do-
one did very well. Go ahead, Kenzo.
I was going to say, I think they have to going to try and do something a little bit different in the way they incorporate the time skips, because obviously,
Yeah. Is it going to be another time loop movie, or is it just going to be a continuation of what happens next? But I think you kind of probably have to play with the time loop again, right?
Yeah. It's the only problem is that's what all the seconds suffer from, is that they're trying to do something creative, something new that they didn't do with the first one, but then you lose kind of the magic of the first one in the process. So we've done the time loop. So how are they going to reincorporate that, but make it fresh again? And they fail usually at it. So it's don't know if it's going to be
maybe
like
maybe this time they'll like after the time loop they'll like race swap a character, and everyone else thinks it's normal apart from the main protagonist notices it's different, and then so by the end of the movie he's the only one that hasn't been race swapped yet.
Well, I was thinking they could do it like Back to the Future 2 and have like maybe they're side by side with the original movie and you see it from a different angle and they're trying not to interfere. You know how they do that in Back to the Future 2, or Marty's at the dance while he's playing on stage, kind of stuff. So maybe something like that.
You know, I really enjoyed this movie because of the CGI. The CGI effects in this were spot on, and I don't know if you guys watched The Corridor Crew, but they will watch a movie and they're like VFX experts, and they actually brought one of the scenes. You remember where he kept dying when he was next to the ship, and it was like a little hole of sand.
Yeah.
So they took it and like dissected it, and you got to see like the CG for everything. I very much enjoy that, and I hope because we have more technology nowadays, that one, it's not going to be completely green screen. I hope they use the practical effects that they did in this the first one. I'm personally pretty excited to see this. You think Tom Cruise is gonna like be one of the characters like where he's just an old dude and then somebody else is gonna come in as like his kid or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I envision it. Like, it would just be they'd be almost making cameo appearances, and then it'd be new sort of cast. But I don't know. Does that ever work? Does that ever work well? No.
I think they're gonna have to be the stars of it for it to actually be a hit. So
Yeah, on the second one, and this they a lot of times, they'll try to cut budget by making the star who costs the most money just like 2 or 3 scenes come in, and it very well could hurt the movie big time.
Yeah.
So there's another while we're on the subject of movies, there's another movie I want to talk about. Empire Strikes Back. I'm assuming all of you have seen it, correct?
What's it
Oh
about?
yeah.
So I saw something today that made me laugh my ass off. So I'm going to share this with you right now. If it shows up, it says, does anybody know who this person is?
Well, the one on the right. I know the one on the right.
Yeah, I've seen her, and I watched The Bear. I watched that show. She's one of the characters in The Bear.
So apparently she left a review for The Empire Strikes Back. I'm not sure if any of you guys have seen it, but it says, this movie is great, but I was really shocked by how ugly Yoda was. Sorry if that pisses anybody off, but I had only seen Baby Yoda, and adult Yoda is fucking busted.
He says in that movie, when 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not. Right? He's 900. Give him a break.
Do you think that was actually her? You think that was actually her that said that?
Apparently it's verified on Patreon.
It's a weird ass thing to take away from that movie.
That's funny.
Yeah, Yoda's just not hot enough. Damn it.
And I mean Yoda in the original trilogies, he was more of a animatronic puppet.
Yeah,
He was a Muppet.
Or
Yeah.
a puppet, wasn't he?
that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, there you
I
go.
prefer him. I prefer that to the CGI one in the prequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, for sure. I prefer him looking all.
Yeah,
Joe
Frank
Biden.
Oz as Yoda was amazing.
it's
in the
kind of-
original trilogy.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how like people watch some of the new stuff, and they'll be like, "Oh, this is great," and then they'll go back and be like, "What? This isn't anything like what it used to be." And I'm sitting there, be like, "Yeah, that's what we're all saying, but you're telling us
That's
we're
what
not
we've
good
been
people
telling
because
you."
we're saying it." It's like, bruh. I just wanted to share that because I thought that was really
Well, this
freaking hilarious.
Yoda in Empire Strikes Back, that puppet looks better than Episode 1's puppet. The Episode
Yeah.
1 puppet just looked off. They're trying to make him look younger, and it just wasn't the same. And then they went CGI for the 2 and 3. So
Yeah.
Oh, they did, didn't they?
Save Yoda, shoot Baby Yoda into space. I hate Baby Yoda. So much.
But yeah, so that was pretty interesting. And I also saw something pretty interesting when it came to movies as well. This it's a little dark, but have you guys heard of the movie The Creator? Or
No.
like I think it's a trailer. So basically, they used footage from the Beirut explosion as a base plate for a VFX shot. Now I find that kind of, I mean, it's great to kind of use real life references when you're using like VFX, but to use an exact shot of something that is this dark is kind of sketch in my opinion. I don't know. What do you guys think on that?
Ooh.
Fancy, I
It's a touchy
guess.
one, isn't it? Like,
that Beirut explosion was, that was huge. I mean, it was
Like, you on about the gas?
minus the
explosion?
tragedy. It was a badass explosion, so I can see why somebody wants to like recreate that in a movie. But yeah, it's kind of weird.
A little
that-
dark. A little
Yeah.
dark.
But to use
They're
like
just,
the
they're just
original
literally taking
video,
the shot from that web. They're
Yeah.
taking the shot from that webcam and just putting different buildings in front, like just pasting over buildings and using the background. So
yeah, this is the CGI one, and this is the real one. There's not
I'm the
much of a
devil.
difference.
I'm the devil. Using tragedies for my own benefit is kind of my thing. So I can't
Your own
really use them.
personal enjoyment.
Yeah.
And listen, if Skirmitar goes, yeah, it's a bit dark. Then yeah, I would say it's
Skirmitar says
freaking dark. 'Cause
Then it's dark. Mm.
definitely poor taste.
I guess we'd have to look at it in our way. Like if somebody took footage of 9/11 and put it into a movie of the towers going down and stuff, I guess we would all probably,
Not
think that was pretty messed
Oh,
up. So
yeah,
I guess it
yeah.
depends on if you live in Beirut. You might be like, yeah, what dicks? But
But like it's great to use like real life footage for the VFX because you get a good reference to what you want. But I don't think using like this kind of stuff is the best way to go about it. Use it like watch it on your computer and then completely remake it. That's my reference to it. You can use whatever footage you want for the VFX, but have it be your own. Don't copy
Yeah, try to
and
recreate
paste it basically.
I blame
Yeah.
Writer Strike.
it's saving them money though. Just pasting
you
over
could-
a new.
you
Oh,
could
I'm
get
sure.
better-
I'm sure.
You can get better like stuff with practical. Look at like 9/11. I mean Oppenheimer. Like you just relying on CGI is sometimes detrimental to your project, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
Yeah.
And because when you use a completely computer effects and stuff, you're assuming the computer can see exactly how stuff reacts. Real explosions react totally different than what a computer might assume they are. So I could see that actually having a true explosion, seeing how the buildings react, all that stuff to a massive explosion like that could be beneficial. But yeah, I
know what you
agree.
mean. Often, if you see a real accident, you often look at a person flailing and think, "Oh my god, they look like a ragdoll. It doesn't look real." That's what
Yeah.
I mean. So if you try and completely emulate the realness, I think sometimes it will look unrealistic in a film, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you want to make it cinematic as well. You know, have your panning shots. And I used to like the '80s ones
I
where
don't
you
know,
repeat
that's
a punch 5 times. You know?
I apologize if it seems like I'm distracted. I'm just getting things pulled up and everything.
It's okay. We know.
Now, Devil made me
You're not the
do
same
it.
about your
You
producer.
brought up the
It's
writers,
fine.
right? I got used to a producer. Now I can't do anything myself. So you brought up the, huh?
I said, "How do you do this again?" Shit.
I have no idea. I'm just an idiot on the internet. That's pretty much how it works. I make memes. What do you want from me, people? Devil Made Me Do It brought up the writer's strike. Have you guys seen this video of the girl who plays Snow White commenting on
This bitch.
on streaming?
Yeah. Oh God. Atazio Cortez 2. Electric
If I'm
Boogaloo.
gonna stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid
Fucking
for
stay
every
with it.
hour that it is streamed online. If I'm gonna stand there 18
She thinks he should be getting paid for every single hour that this is streamed online.
All of the 6 hours.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, the 6 hours worth of stream time. I said
Maybe
this
she's just saying that 'cause she's like, it's not going to be very many hours, so I need to get paid for it.
I said this yesterday. I hate actors. I truly do. I think the guy who's making French fries at McDonald's brings more to society than actors. You get paid more than that person will ever see in his whole life in 1 year for playing make believe. And you want to complain because it's just not enough. 20 million is just not enough.
Ricky Gervais was right.
Yes. As he always is.
what did Ricky Gervais? What was he right on?
On his Golden Globes, his final speech, where he kind of tore into all the actors and said, all you do is make believe and play pretend. So what makes you think you can come up here and start telling other people what they should be doing with their lives?
Exactly. Yep. It's
Now, with this, actually, it's actually really interesting because this. Do you guys? You mean the movies? Do you guys know about the writer's strike? What they're. So, from my understanding, it's mostly against AI and streaming. Is there more behind that?
I did watch The Matrix today.
I think that's the main concern, but then they've kind of piled on this. Well, you're streaming all of these things, and we're not being paid, like because you get royalties from every movie that's sold, physical copy, but the virtual stuff they don't get.
Yeah, they don't
royalties
get paid
for anything that's streaming online, and most people are consuming it that way. So.
Yeah, the problem with unions is whenever they go on strike, they act like they have a whole stack of things they're really upset about, but they actually only care about one thing.
Yeah.
Like not too long ago, you had Lay's. They had the workers at a factory go on strike, and they went in front of the news, and they're all like, "Oh, it's because we're working like all these extra hours, so much overtime. We're working almost double the amount of time in overtime." And so they said, okay, well, the way we could alleviate that is by having all the workers work just a little bit of overtime instead of, these 20 workers, they're working almost double the amount of time. And the union turned it down because all the senior members were all like, no, we don't want to work overtime. We're fine with the 20-year-olds who are, brand new to the job. They can work an extra, 20 hours a week in overtime. But us senior members, we don't want to. So it was, but they were using that in front of the cameras. Every time they had a camera in front of them, they're all like, oh, we're working so much overtime. So it's what they're actually want and what they are saying they want. So they'll sit there and say, oh, we're not getting paid enough. But actually it's mostly about the fear of AI, that AI is just going to make them obsolete, I think.
You know, it's funny about that. Go ahead.
Hmm?
Go ahead.
Hello. Oh no, sorry. You go ahead, man.
Now, I was going to basically bring up with this AI thing. So, from what I see over here, Disney scanned the actors in WandaVision, and the actors didn't get permission, weren't paid, and this is something I think that they're fighting against. I can actually kind of agree with that since they are actors and they make a living off acting.
Oh, I
I
get
don't
you.
know. What do you
So,
guys think about that?
so basically, they're saying that they get paid for how many hours they're on set, right? Or and plus a set fee, depending on. But if they then use your image in a later scene from CGI, you might necessarily not get paid for that.
Right. Yeah, they'll get paid
Yeah,
for
I
the
mean, don't.
hours that where they go in and like scan their likeness, and then they can just use their likeness whenever they want. I understand that that's doesn't feel right at all.
Also,
And
I've noticed there's been a talk this week. I've noticed on Twitter about adult content creators and how that they've started using AI in that field, and obviously what the AI does is takes all of the best parts from what people find desirable and present it. And people are struggling to find it, to tell the difference between the 2 and it is worrying some of these people that think it's going to put them out of business. And I think it won't be long until they have the same with like some of these where you've trained the AI voice and actor, where it won't be like a Tom Cruise or a Brad Pitt. It'll be like an amalgamation of them. You know what I mean? Like, but I think they're worried it'll come a time where the shows are not. The movies are not going to be just focused around the actors. It'll be around a good story because they won't need the big actors because they can just make them.
Yeah, that's a good point. I was thinking about it, and this might be the time to get in at the ground floor as like a hand actor.
Yeah.
Because we all know that CGI cannot.
AI cannot recreate.
AI
hands.
cannot do hands.
You get like 6 fingers, 7.
So, maybe now's the time.
Hand acting.
It's getting there with the hands. Though it can't do hands on a first pass, but if you keep at it, obviously it can do hands.
I guess they could improve to get the hands. All right, so there goes my hand idea. No hand acting.
Good to find a difference.
If you guys,
it's scary.
The corridor
what it can do. Seriously,
the whole anime. They made a whole anime using AI, and they went like frame by frame, and they put thousands upon thousands of hours of work into it. And they're coming out with a 2 today. So after this, I'm gonna go watch that. But I think with the AI, the human element needs to pretty much always be there. Because if they're not there, you're not gonna get, the human emotion from the story. I don't know. I mean, Mr. Grant Gregory is an expert with AI, but even he needs to.
You need the person to be putting the inputs to have imagination, but it's not just prompts. That's what I mean. Like, like say in terms of animation, as you know, most studios, if they're making a big production, they'll do all the keyframing in an animation studio in the US, for instance, and then they will send it off to a Korean studio, which is cheaper, to do the in-betweening. Well, now the AI is actually getting good at doing in-betweening. It was pretty rough at first, like it looked kind of weird, those two, but it's getting there now, and it'll come a time where they can literally just not use the Korean studios anymore.
Well, it's going to get interesting.
Real quick, we got a super sticker.
Nice.
Thanks, Zombie. But yeah, even Adobe said it themselves. They're worried that their products that they're putting out are actually going to put the customers that are buying it out of work, because a lot of their stuff is aimed at graphic designers, animators, and artists. So,
well, the problem
just
is
shout out to Zombie Box Reviews for the £5 super sticker. Proper money appreciation, mate. Thank you so much, dude.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thanks.
Go ahead, Devin.
The problem is they usually with these things they make a critical mistake. It's like the fight for 15 with the food workers. I have no problem with you fighting for more money. The problem is you kind of made you force the industry that's already heading towards being mechanized, being,
Automated.
yeah, automated, perfect. You kind of force them to put that into overdrive. And now in Texas, I believe they actually have a McDonald's that is literally all,
Yeah, they do.
yeah. That's going to go nationwide pretty quick because you're pricing yourself out of the market. It's the same thing with these writers. They're going on strike saying, we want more. We want you to not use AI. All you're doing is probably making those studios go, okay, we need to get this AI off the ground quicker. We need this to happen so you're kind of actually forcing the issue and making it happen quicker than it could have. So I think they might be kind of biting themselves in the ass with it. Because very quick here, we're going to have AI written scripts, and they're just going to have one writer or two writers go through the AI script just to fix the mistakes. And there you go. You have your script. It's all done, and it costs a fraction of the amount of money. And they're kind of forcing them into this.
Yeah.
So it's might work against
as far
them.
as what they're
Mr. Movies, you
striking
said you do editing as well. Have you used any AI to help you with the editing?
I tried one time to do like a rough cut using the AI thing, and
GPT.
fixing that felt like just in Adobe. I use Adobe Premiere, so Adobe has like you could do rough cut. You could try to get it to do something for you, and I was like, it's just going to take me more to fix this than just do all the rough cut slicing I do myself.
Yeah.
So it'd just take longer for me to fix it all. So
That's what Mr. Grant Gregory said in terms of people using ChatGPT for coding, that it can code a lot faster than a human being, but then you'll spend a lot more time debugging it and checking over than you would if you coded it yourself and you knew what you had to debug,
Yeah. But I can see where the strikers, like I can see where they're coming from as far as like AI replacing them and them using their likeness for background actors and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of this stuff is a double-edged story what they're fighting for, because not only are they fighting against the AI taking their jobs, but it's also accelerating the studio's thoughts of maybe AI is not going to uprise, not yet at least. So if these people aren't going to work, we're going to just start using AI that they'll work because it
will work.
There's computers.
Yeah.
And another thing is the actress talking about getting, residuals for the hours of streaming. In order for her to get that, all these streaming platforms need to report the actual streaming numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they can get paid for that. And none of these streaming platforms have ever given real record of how many people are actually watching. They give millions of people watch this, but they don't actually show like the Nielsen ratings to a precision.
Oh, I'm sure they have all that data too, so
They
they're
do,
just
yeah.
not
Oh,
sharing
yeah.
it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. They do that because they don't want to say how bad these shows are doing. Who
Right,
wants to sit
yeah.
there and say, oh yeah, Miss Marvel, 5 people watched it. No, they'll just sit there and say, oh, it was watched by so many people. And so, yeah, that's what a lot of YouTubers, all of us are really excited about those numbers, because it'll vindicate so much of the stuff we've been saying, is that a lot of these choices they've been making have hurt them, and they just deny it. But if we get the numbers because of this, it'd be sweet.
It could end up making it so they get paid less because they have to report the actual numbers. And so
Yeah, exactly.
Snow White, they show the numbers of what Snow White did. It's like,
She's gonna have to pay them
you're
because
getting
her movie was shit.
$5 an hour. Here you go.
This movie's chalked from the get-go, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Snow White and the 7 Chaz resistors. So
They look like they're going to burn.
Mr. Movies, I didn't notice this originally, but you're wearing a really cool shirt. I'm just gonna give you a solo layout and say,
199.
"Hail the
Snake
199!"
Battalion. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
there the
man.
day that meme
I'm
was
loving
born,
it.
So I had to get a shirt. So
Nice, dude. Nice.
I love when there's something that happens that can just be pulled into a meme, like that.
for
It
sure.
just, you gotta love that when you use haters against them and make it into a meme. It's beautiful.
You can't force it either. It's got to be
Now that's our
organic.
bread and butter.
Yep.
Okay. Just a heads up, I might have to end the show early. I just got a tornado warning on my phone. So if
Oh,
I cut out,
no.
I do apologize.
Just
I'm
write it out,
good.
you'll be
I
fine.
just
Good thing you
Write
can
it
fly.
out, yeah.
Just make
The
sure
next
to
report
keep
is
Come
it
get
Sharknado
me!
lookout.
So yeah, I do apologize for that if I cut out for no reason. That is
Just 'cause
why.
your houses get blown away. We'll understand.
We might have a stream next week. We're not sure yet.
God wouldn't do that to his own people.
I mean, I'm in the wrong country for that, mate. Gotta go back home. But yeah, sorry, that tornado warning just threw me off so much. I'm not used to like these kind of things. Like I'm okay with sandstorms or whatever, but America,
If I got one over here in
the
the UK,
weather
I'd be more
hates
worried.
you.
We don't
That's
get
kind
those.
of that's kind of funny that people are so scared of California because of earthquakes. I don't even wake up for them. Like if there's an earthquake, I've literally done my whole day, and then I'll look on the news and they'll be like, "Oh, it was a massive earthquake." I'm all like, "When?" Like California legs, I guess.
Yeah, I think tornadoes and hurricanes got to be the scariest natural disaster.
Yeah, they scare me a lot more
sure.
than earthquakes.
Why now?
Like, do tornadoes happen in any other continent?
I know. I was just
thinking
wondering.
of that.
Like,
It's like
I've never heard of a tornado happening anywhere else except for in the U.S. They must happen in other places, but
Well, usually
Dust
after
devils I've seen in other places, but not proper
maybe it's
tornadoes.
just something that's created over the plains as the winds come over the Rockies, and there's not really another geographical location that's like that. With that
Maybe.
large flat area.
That would explain a lot because I'm right next to the Rockies. Zombie Box Review says, "Quick, name your successor, No Green, just in case."
Who will take the mantle? I vote Kenzo.
No, I can't be in charge of stuff.
Kenzo has kids and a family.
I vote Derby.
He's got
He's more
shit to
Let's
do.
let Dermy have it.
Derby's much more responsible than me.
I should.
Wow.
I abuse power. That's just my thing. I abuse power. So, given it, I will oppress all of you.
You're biding your time, right? You're gonna.
Yeah. I seize power. I don't get given it.
Mm-hmm.
But
I did want to bring another thing up. Have you guys seen Black Adam?
yeah.
Yes.
Nope.
Has anybody? No.
I don't think most people have.
You mean the movies? Nope. We're not wasting my damn
I've seen
time
it.
on that.
It's a waste. It's not.
It wasn't a
it's
good
not
movie.
What was the last rock movie we saw? Baywatch?
yeah.
Yeah.
I liked that one actually.
It was all right.
That's
good.
because
I mean,
there was a
it's
bunch of
Baywatch.
girl candy in there, man.
Yeah,
All
what's her
men
name's
all
in that?
shirtless and shit.
Nadero's in that.
Well, I mean, I know you haven't seen the movie. Are you guys DC fans?
Yeah. I like Batman.
So you've watched the animated films and everything like that.
Some of them, yeah. I watched like the Dark Knight Returns.
Did you
and all
see
that
the Black Adam versus I think it was Shazam? It had like Superman in it as well.
stuff? Mm-mm.
No.
No. Black Adam
It was
and
it
Shazam
was
aren't
basically
really,
a
like,
DC short.
Yeah.
I've seen the cover, but
go
I
ahead.
haven't got to watch it.
Highly
No, we
recommend
haven't.
it. It's way better than the movie.
Yeah, Johnny Silence in the
but
chat says,
so
says, speaking of Baywatch, what the fuck happened to Zac Efron, man?
I don't know what happened to him.
Have you not seen him?
I think he had some sort of
No.
he got into some sort of accident and like broke his jaw, and then that they had to like I don't know
Reconstruct
they
it.
had to reconstruct his
He's been
jaw
on
somehow, and that's what he
roids,
looks
man.
like now.
Yeah,
Shit,
it's
I gotta
like
look this
human
up.
growth hormone to me.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, he
actually. I'm
looks
trying to
scary.
find is.
Yeah. I haven't seen it
Looks
recently.
Okay.
natural.
It
Yeah.
could be steroids, I guess.
No,
he was
I
buff
haven't.
in Baywatch, yeah. He was definitely.
His
Focus
his
on
face
that.
didn't look that bad in Baywatch, but it looks rough now.
Mhm. He's doing a movie about the Von Erich family. You know, the wrestling.
Holy damn.
Yeah, like a different human being.
And he's got, if you look at his gut, he's kind of got that sort of bubble gut that you get when you use human growth hormone.
Yeah, his jaw definitely looks different.
Mm-hmm. He looked really
Yeah.
in an interview, and his face looked really puffed up.
Yeah, it looks like they put a butt implant in his chin.
He's got a butt chin now.
Yeah.
He looks like an old guy that's had surgery to make him look young, you know, like.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. That's really sad.
He was pretty.
Hold on.
So
So
I'm saying, yeah,
I'm assuming this is
he looks like
after.
David
Oh
Hasselhoff.
yeah, you definitely see that. Is the
Yeah, I don't
Baywatch
know, I
curse?
His body would
What
do
the
that
crap?
here.
His chin is
Yeah.
definitely thicker.
His
Yeah,
whole
it-
jawline is just much different.
Like that
Yeah.
one picture right below the towel one. Look at that one.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeesh.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's the Hollywood thing. Somebody put one tweet out that said he had a weak chin, and he went right to the plastic surgeon and said, "I need a new chin."
I need
Somebody
a
said
giga
he was
chat.
weak.
He's starting to look more like
Swear
David
me up.
Hasselhoff, actually.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he does.
He didn't play David Hasselhoff's character in Baywatch, though. That was The Rock that played
Mitch.
Mitch.
Buchanan.
I think there's a video on Pinata Farms of David Hasselhoff with SpongeBob. If anybody wants to take that picture of Zac
let's see.
Efron and put that on there. Wow, that is a bit sad. So the reason why I brought that up was because there was a recent interview with Kevin Hart and The Rock, and basically he asked him why.
Spermatar just put up in the chat saying don't play this because the full Aussie got pulled.
Oh, okay,
so
yeah,
don't show
I
the
guess
Kevin Hart
I guess
in
we
your
won't.
stream. Full Aussie stream
Okay.
got blocked because of it.
Oh, damn.
Okay, so
We'll play
I'm just
this
going to
interview.
bring it up and we'll read the text. It said, you have people coming in who creatively, fiscally make decisions you may not agree with. So I think Black Adam was one of those movies that got caught in that web of new leadership. I saw Black Adam because I am a DC fan. I didn't think The Rock was a great Black Adam, but Dr. Fate was a great casting choice. It was Pierce Brosnan playing Dr. Fate. Do you guys know what Dr. Fate is?
Yeah.
I don't, but I think Pierce Brosnan's probably good casting for most roles. He's just he can nail it pretty good.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
That was the
I
only
nailed it.
casting I thought was good.
I think
If
what
you guys,
Doom-
go ahead.
I think what Doom Black Adam is, I'm not really a big fan of Black Adam. Shazam, Captain Marvel, and Shazam, more so just because of the history of that character. But I'd had no interest in the Black Adam movie, and I think what doomed that was it wasn't really a big character for a lot of normies, and it was also caught in the limbo of James Gunn taking over DC, and then I think did they announce the new universe when that was it before or after that one came out?
I think it was a little
think it
bit
was-
after. I think
Yeah.
I think it was after that
It was
came
like
out.
2 weeks after when it didn't do well. They were like, "Oh, we're doing something new now." So I don't know. People got the announcement of James Gunn, but they didn't know what he was going to do with the universe. So I think a lot of people weren't really that interested in it. So
Johnny makes a good point. He says, "Sure, it's not because the movie lost a ton of money, but because of new leadership." Sure, yeah, I agree. Black Adam lost. I mean, right now in the film industry, a lot of movies aren't doing too well. Except what Oppenheimer and Barbie right now are smashing the box office, but that's Oh, I forget the name of the other one.
Indiana Jones.
The one that Disney didn't. No, the one that Disney didn't want to put out. That the media. Oh, yes, Indiana
Oh,
Jones.
Sound
I
of Freedom.
completely forgot
Sound of
about
Freedom.
that one. Sound of Freedom. Sound of Freedom is just smashing the box office. What was it, like a $10 million budget, and now it's exploded?
Yeah,
Let's see.
it's over 100 something now.
Have you guys seen that?
No, we haven't.
I haven't.
These days, we save movies that are in theaters for like, should we watch that for our channel and wait for the home release?
So we never get to watch.
That's
new
that's a
releases.
really
It's
cool.
So great.
She doesn't like going. You don't even like going to the theaters. So why are you complaining? I'm the one that likes going to theaters. She doesn't. So she doesn't like the smelly people in theaters.
I'm more likely to get stabbed at the theaters around me, so I prefer not to go to the movie theaters. So I completely get it. So when you guys do your movies, do you guys know Mephisto? He does watch-alongs
That sounds
with
familiar,
movies.
actually.
Oh, the
Mephisto
YouTube channel,
movie
Mephisto.
reviews. Yeah,
Yeah,
That sounds familiar. I thought you were talking about the Marvel characters. Like, he's a bad guy, but I don't think I've ever actually watched it. But I'm familiar with the channel.
He's a frequent guest on this channel and does some great work. Also sends a lot of his chat over once his show is over to the Legion stream. So thank you again, Mephisto, for that. But what he does is he'll watch the movie and have kind of the timestamp and then watch it along with the viewers. Is that what you guys do as well? Because I've seen mainly the clips. I haven't seen your long format too much.
Okay, so we do like 40-minute videos where we'll have like a 5-second clip and then we do commentary for that clip. That's our edited version. But we also do watch-alongs for our patrons, where if they have the video, they could play it on their TV and watch us on their computer and sync it up. And it's like you're sitting in the room watching it with us. So yeah. That's how we do our Patreon videos. So if people want to watch along with us, they can.
Yeah.
So in order to do that, you guys have to like. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Your timing's off because like you're hearing stuff later than us. I think probably because of the storm.
Yeah, because of this storm, the internet's not super great. Sorry, guys.
No problem. Yeah, no, where we got to think of something like that for our subscribers. Got to think of something like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would love to do that personally. Because we are the Legion of Memers, it would be great to kind of watch the movie and like meme along with the movie. I think that would be a pretty fun thing to do. We had Fear the Beardo on a few weeks ago, and he recommended Bullet Train. I don't know if you guys have seen that one. I was like,
it's pretty good.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, we watched it for our channel. It was really good.
It was a good one.
It was a fun action movie.
Mm-hmm. I haven't.
It was funny. I was sitting watching with my brother, and he goes, "Did Tarantino make this movie?" I mean, you could see definitely the Tarantino influence. Yeah. But I thought that movie was a breath of fresh air, especially compared to a lot of the stuff that's been put out there. I have a hard time watching a lot of the stuff because, with all the news and everything that we know about films before they come out, it's kind of like, well, this is kind of taking my enjoyment out of the movies. MI7 looks like a flop. Also, I thought MI7 did pretty well.
I think it's doing all right internationally. I don't think the American box office was lower than expected.
Yeah, I think everyone expected to do real good because right now Tom Cruise has so much good feelings about him because of Maverick.
As well.
So, yeah. But supposedly people think it's eh. I like the Mission Impossible series, so I'm real excited to see it. But I couldn't get to the theater and see it, so I gotta wait till it comes out. But Yeah.
Yeah, we just watched the whole franchise last month for our channel to get caught up. So
They're just
Yeah.
good action flicks, right? Like, you don't
Yeah.
have to.
it's one of the rare franchises that gets better with each chapter too. Like
Yeah.
the last 3 movies before 7 were all great movies. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny when you have an actor that just doesn't like Tom Cruise. He's like what 5'4" or something. He's so short, so
It's
small.
about your height.
So yeah, to see him, yeah, he's about my height. So to see him in the action role, you have to kind of, they have to do the trickery with the cameras to make him look normal size and stuff, because otherwise it would look like Whipster trying to kick people's ass, and it just wouldn't really
yeah,
play.
he's standing on like a crate for most of his shots. So he's got another 12 inches added to him.
You gotta give props to him though. He's still doing like a lot of his own stunts at
Yeah.
the age that he's at. That's
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
yikes.
And everything he tries to make sure he can do everything that his character can do in those movies. Or like jumping from one leg of a helicopter to another, or jumping off a roof and breaking his ankle. And the last, what was that, Mission Impossible 6? He did that. So
Yeah, I would be a
He
horrible
tries to do it all
actor because of that.
himself.
I'd let somebody stand in every single chance I get, except for sex scenes. I'd be totally down for that. But otherwise, they're all like, "Okay, you're gonna walk through the door." Can't the stunt double do this? I mean, I could trip.
Cock.
Stunt cock.
They have one in Orgasmo. Have you guys not seen that?
No.
I
haven't seen it.
that one. No.
Orgasmo is a very, very funny film.
Trey Parker, Matt Stone. Yeah, we gotta watch that.
We do need to watch that, yeah.
So I do want to make sure that we get to memes if anything should happen to my internet connection. So I'm just going to do the quick meme break for right now, and then we'll keep going. So let's go. And we have our first meme right here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Similarities?
Zach rocks.
I can see why people say he has a weak chin.
The monkey mask is gross. They jeez,
So yeah, that's if anybody ever goes to a plastic surgeon, do not ask for a monkey mask. That's all I request from you. Please don't do that.
So if
But,
Zac Efron
yeah.
robs a bank, are they going to come after Green Rocks? We
Is he
saw
going
you,
to be in the
man.
new Planet of the Apes movie?
We have you on camera,
Just
Mr.
checking
Green
for
Rocks.
more memes.
I'm just putting.
It seems that we got a slow weekend for memes, everybody. Wait, no, we got another one from Kenzo, of course. Now if my internet will load it. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Mozart. This is Mozart as Ash, the Pokemon trainer, with his trusty favorite Pokemon, Pikachu.
Pikachu, if he wasn't scared of Green Rocks.
No, Pikachu.
Oh, Pikachu! Oh,
Pikachu.
if you give him treasure, he'll use lightning attacks.
I think
I'll
that's
hoard
Pikachu
it.
if he wasn't scared of thunderstones.
And also put a little transition.
It
I
looks
made
like we
from-
also got an.
Yeah.
Is the music okay to play?
Yeah, man. It's like 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Hmm? What happened?
Yeah, I didn't see anything. Just the music.
Yeah, I know. It's the tornado, man.
Oh, God.
The tornado's messing with us, yo. Oh dear. Yeah, the tornado's not allowing it. It was basically a rip-off of the Transformers transition
Yeah.
I did with a Furby and Mozza, but it's
Oh, he turns into Mazza.
yeah.
All right, let's try it one more time. Ridiculous.
The tornadoes.
It's
the
that darn X
tornadoes.
video.
No.
Stupid.
Sorry, people.
All right, I'm sorry, everybody. My internet is crap.
Normally, Extra Zero
I know.
handles this kind of stuff.
Now I want to see what it looks like.
It's on my
It's
Twitter.
on the Twitter Legion page. Thank you for putting it in the thread. If you guys don't know, if you make memes, it's always best to put it in the thread for the show so the people can see it. It makes it easier for the creators. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody.
That's okay. It's okay, Soups. We understand.
Yeah.
You can't control the weather, bro. I have had a conspiracy.
Not according to some people.
I can, but I don't like to work
Okay.
too hard.
I'm gonna get this channel banned if I keep making jokes about myself, YouTube, about myself.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
It's okay.
he is Jewish, so he can criticize him.
Yeah, very. So I wanted to bring up this story because I thought it was pretty funny. And if you guys were airline pilots and were told to divert after a flight, would you guys do this?
If I knew how to fly, well, hell yeah, I'm all for the meme of it. But,
Turn off the autopilot. I'm drawing a dick.
It's when he tried to draw little hairs on the balls that he really ran into trouble.
Yeah, right about there. Right about there. I see. That's where he realized he made the mistake.
Do you think anyone on the flight was like, every time he took a turn, they're all like, he's drawing a dick? Watch, you're taking that left turn right here. See?
Oh, that
See?
feels like
And that is not proportional. What the hell is up with the head of the dick? I mean, we got a log there.
he's obviously not Jewish.
It's uncut.
You're gonna criticize the pilot's drawing skills when he's that many feet up in the air?
Just come on, man.
You're gonna have to go back to school to learn how to draw a dick, Ted.
I just thought that was I love it when people have a little bit of fun at their jobs, especially when the jobs can get like really annoying. Just go have a little bit of fun.
Do women draw penises everywhere? Or is that just a man thing?
No, I think it's just
I think it's a dude thing. Yeah, I'm not drawing dicks on
She draws
lots of
boobs
things.
on everything.
No.
Mr. Movie
Yeah,
wakes up and they're just like a black marker on his face.
Yeah.
every time she signs for the check at a restaurant, she puts boobs where it says signature.
Calling card, just boobs right there.
I mean, that would be a great way to promote your merch.
That's true. Yeah. You, me, and the boobies. Just big
We have a
tits.
merch. We have a "You Be in the Boobies" shirt and stickers. So we should start slapping that sticker everywhere.
That's right. Just promote it.
Slap them boobies.
All of a sudden, we see stickers popping up on all the different things just around town.
You mean the boobies on every stop sign? Let's go.
On the little drive-up microphone at the fast food joint, just the sticker below the mic.
Yeah, man. Let's do this.
So here's another story that I thought was really great, and I think that honestly, I want to see this. Performance-enhanced drug Olympics set to launch in 2024. So I understand not wanting a performance enhancements against people who aren't using performance enhancements. But if everybody's using performance enhancements, I think this is going to be quite a thing to watch. What do you guys think?
It'll be like early day Pride FC, you know, like the earlier MMA days when they encouraged you to juice.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, everyone talks about how there is like gratuitous sex at the Olympics. Like supposedly all the athletes just are, you know, in the village where they stay, which is really
Village orgies.
Yeah, exactly. But at this one, it's going to be very disappointing with all the undersized genitalia.
It would be fun to watch. I mean, a whole bunch of juiced people just competing against each other. I'd watch it. I think.
It'd be like the home run race with Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire all over again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. They how many fights do you think would break out from roid rage? Just like, you took the last croissant, you son of a bitch!
It's just curling. Stop it.
Juiced up curlers, can you imagine? They're just sweeping their asses off, you know?
12 guys that look ripped like Arnold in his heyday. Just
the kayaking with roided up people, the kayak just keeps turning left to right because they're off balance size-wise.
That would be pretty funny.
Rox, are you still there?
Sorry about that. Yeah.
It would just be American Gladiators.
I was just checking outside because that storm looks to be brewing.
You better get down into the basement, man.
Yeah.
You don't want to end up like Dorothy.
I don't have a basement.
Well, let's be honest.
Oh, I get Isekai?
He was moving all his treasure down to his bunker. He doesn't want to grab it last minute.
Chain your leg to a pipe or something.
I think the bathtub. They recommend the bathtub, right?
Yeah.
Bathtub with a mattress on top of you. I think during a tornado, if you don't have a basement.
Well, I got a
Wi-Fi, you
pretty
should be
big
okay.
mattress. I don't think it's gonna fit in a tub.
What if you were holding onto the mattress trying to keep it held down and it caught the wind and lifted you up? And you're like hang gliding on the mattress. Footage of a monkey being swung around by a mattress in this tornado.
Well, if you're really good, you have something soft to land.
So I actually wanted. I saw something that. Have you guys seen the guy who transformed himself into a dog?
Oh god, that was.
Have you
so
guys seen
weird.
that?
I didn't see that. No.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he paid
We have an
$70,000.
update. Here we go.
What was his name again?
I thought that
I don't
was
know,
a
but it was.
joke.
I think it was
Fido.
Japanese.
It
It's
was
not
a
a
Japanese
joke?
name, but it sounded like a dog.
No, it's serious.
It's a suit. It's a suit.
Oh.
Yeah.
They
He
haven't
paid
really
a ton of money
turned
for
him
that.
into a dog.
It's a $14,000 suit.
Yeah, they haven't gone that far yet. Yes,
Yeah, it's not like South Park when Randy turned himself into a dolphin or whatever.
Bro,
Was
you
it Randy?
Good boy.
It's an actual guy? That's a guy in
It
it?
is,
The guy in a
yeah.
suit. Yeah.
They had him in the park going up to
Oh.
other dogs, and the dogs would come up to him, sniff it, and you could just see by their reaction that they knew something wasn't right.
I think
What
it's
the hell?
he's spending way too much money to like be able to hump people's legs.
Is he like a really small man? A very
I don't know what he
small
looks
man?
like outside the suit, so
Who, Devil? Yeah, he's quite small. Isn't he,
No.
Devil?
He's Japanese, yeah, he's very small. Sure. But
It's
no,
so
Yeah, this is
bizarre.
it is certainly bizarre. So
remember the
They
old
call it
days
what-
when people, sorry.
Is this like taking furries to a whole new level, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Oh, boy.
I miss the old days when people kept their kinks hidden, you know, and you just
Yeah.
didn't tell people about it. But yeah, now it's all like, hey, I'm really into, you know, having sex with trees, so I'm just gonna go in the park and start, you know, going crazy.
I think even furries think this is weird.
but they had other footage of a lady walking him on with a lead and stuff in the park.
Yeah.
And they didn't show anything, but I was thinking, maybe does she have a roll of little bags in her pocket?
For when he poops.
Does he play fetch? That's what I know.
Does he play fetch?
And he's his own best friend now. So
Yeah, there you go. He can take himself to the park. He can
Could
walk
he kill a
himself.
badger?
probably not. No.
Thanks, Skurbatar. Thank you,
You might not
Skurbatar. I
use it.
appreciate you laughing at my pain. If I
What are you
okay,
doing?
well, I guess
Nothing is working.
my- of course, of
Have a
course.
seizure.
Extra zero. We miss you so much.
Extra zero. You see what happens when you're not here.
You-
All right. Let me see if I can fix it. We've been doing this for about a year now, and we're still trying to figure this crap out.
Yeah.
You're embarrassing us.
There
in
you
front of
go.
Guests, see?
There we go.
Nice.
Thank you for laughing at my pain.
Is that what it looks like out your window right now?
No, it looks like heaven has opened up and is dropping an ocean on our head.
Oh,
Maybe he's
jeez.
trying to flood us away again.
Yep, your vengeful god.
Only a matter of time.
Let's build a boat, yo.
It's because I'm streaming on the Sabbath.
Yep. He's all like, that's it. The end of days. It's all your fault, Rocks. No,
Okay, so before, I think I might have to cut it early, but I do want to hit one more topic before we do. Did you guys see what happened in New York last night at Union Square?
I did.
oh,
yeah.
the riot?
Yeah.
Yes, there was a riot because Kai decided to do a giveaway, and apparently it was
Let me just
insane.
as a non-American, is this how it goes down when someone decides to give away a console? Then, like,
Oh, yeah, we would
people
kill for him.
riot. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Not here.
So he
I don't
was
know,
just
small
giving
towns.
away,
Seen Black
just
Friday?
giving away one console.
Yep.
Yeah.
If somebody offers a freaking BOGO coupon to like Taco Bell, people riot here.
That must be a big city thing, because in small towns people are like, we're good, thanks
Can I
though.
just come over to your house and play
Yeah.
with you? And then you do.
No, and I heard they arrested him, but then they like literally just let him go. So I don't know.
They
I thought the report
arrested
was-
him, and the charges were inciting a riot, but they didn't actually charge him. I don't think.
Well, how can they? He didn't turn up there and say, "Here, I'm giving away this PS5. You guys have got to destroy the streets."
Yeah,
in order
but
for one of you to get it. Like,
but it's like yelling fire in a theater. If you know that saying something is going to cause some reaction, you have to take some responsibility for it. I don't think he should be like put in prison or anything, but he should pay a fine. I mean,
Did he actually give away a PS5 though?
No, I think he didn't have
was
one
all-
or something like
He
that.
didn't
I don't
have
think
one
he
to
had a
give away,
chance.
and
Nah,
that's why
I
everybody
think-
went crazy.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, you have to plan these things out smarter. Like if you're going to give away PlayStation 5, fine, okay, but like, make people aware that coming down there and breaking shit isn't going to help your odds, Like I don't know. Just
If he's a live streamer,
So-
he did it with. I mean, he knew what he was doing, right? Like he knew
Yeah.
he was gonna create chaos, because otherwise he would have just done it online.
yeah.
No, that's a good point. If you're going to do a giveaway, I mean, he has a lot of fans. So, I mean, I wouldn't think fans in the Fellowship would go riot outside. I think it just depends on the people who are watching.
That's true.
I've tried to make it happen a couple times, but yeah, they haven't taken the bait.
yeah, that's
Okay, so yeah,
Audio,
Johnny says
sentinel.
he was gonna give away a ton of stuff, but people started rioting before he could get to it.
Okay, so he didn't. I thought he called them down
Well, they
there and
all
was all like,
young
I'm just gonna give it
kids
away.
then,
And
like teenagers and whatnot. They weren't like fully grown men, right? From what I saw, it looked like teenagers. I've only seen seen it on my feed on Twitter or X or whatever it's called.
Any idiot wanting something free showed up, it looks like.
It's not like they were
Yeah,
rioting with a purpose or for a cause. It just kicked off. Because I see people actually fighting amongst themselves. You know, there was people just beating the crap out of each other.
Look, they're hanging onto that car. Like what?
It's like people trampling each other at Walmart on Black Friday, right? Like they're just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I was thinking like more Black Friday because I mean, look at this. This is insane.
That's just
besides
mob
the
crazy.
download
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's
The
fair.
mayor
If you're
didn't
gonna,
like them to be referred to as a mob.
yeah, yeah, that was great when he's all like, "Stop comparing him to Al Capone." It's all like, what? Who said Al Capone, man?
The rest of the memers are on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
They will be back next week. I think everybody should be back to their normal schedule this week, next week.
Yeah.
I did send you a link, Mephisto, if you want to hop in.
Yeah, we're having a strike. We're tired of the sexual harassment from Green Rocks, so a lot of the memers are on strike right now.
Hey man, I'll pay for a trip to Amsterdam if you guys eat a banana out of a stripper.
The weekly feet pics are getting pretty aggressive. Rocks, I might have to go on strike too.
Oh, you don't want to be in Skirmitar's chat because
you get PTSD from that. From real dark stuff.
Skirmitar, you're into feet?
Mm-mm.
Oh man.
Worse.
Maz's feet in particular.
Oh. I don't even want to know what Maz's feet look like. I'm looking like a raptor kind of situation going on.
At least they're not Brie Larson's feet. We'll just put it that way.
Oh. There's some real weird stuff. There's some real weird stuff in there, man.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's a Maza Loompa. What the heck was that?
It's our daily dose of torture from our friend Skirmitar. He's a very good memer. He makes the intros for the Aussie as well. Like, they're off the chart. He normally takes a movie trailer and edits it out so it's funny and has the Aussie people in it, and they're hilarious.
And he does it in 12 hours. I mean, you got some really great editors in the Fellowship, and the one I feel like the full Aussie is collecting editors.
Yeah, they wanted to do one of this Slopper House thing, but Mozza House. Have you guys seen the trailer for this movie?
The Sloth House?
Yeah.
Oh God, that looks.
House? The sloth
yeah, give me one sec.
Film?
I will.
It looks
only saw the poster.
I will.
The trailer actually looks like, a traditional old horror film. Like, it looks pretty good.
Is that a guy in a sloth suit or an actual sloth?
No, it's like a puppet. It looks like a.
Oh, so it's like a killer sloth then.
Yeah, why would you pick a sloth? I get the pun of the name, but
they're so slow. So
out of all animals, like who's scared of a sloth?
Bro, well, that sloth will fuck you up, bro. You know what I mean?
They got big claws.
Yeah, don't sloths carry a ton of diseases, or are those koalas?
Yeah.
Yes,
koalas. Koalas have syphilis.
They just high as fuck all day.
You were fast on that fact. Like, why do you... Careful, koalas carry syphilis.
Yeah.
So that's where Mazza got his syphilis from.
So it's called Slaughterhouse?
Like Slaughterhouse, but
yeah,
Slaughterhouse.
Like Slaughterhouse, but Slaughterhouse.
And I'm not sure how much YouTube will let me play.
They got the guy in the
But-
dog suit to play the sloth.
They wanted furries to be represented on screen.
I'll go up against the sloth. Stand 10 feet back. And
I mean, the
just throw
trailer
shit at
makes it look pretty good, but you know what I think? I think it's since Cocaine Bear came out, people want to make more like the Cocaine Bear movie.
So you'd
Yeah.
fight
No.
a sloth devil.
Ridiculous
Would you
creature
fight?
features.
Would you fight an emu?
Oh yeah,
Lemurs are
I
mean.
It was like them guys lost a war to one.
already said that, man. If because we were talking about that with Mazza, and he's all like, if we sent our emus over there, you guys would be in trouble too. And I'm all like, bullshit. KFC would have a new freaking menu item.
I'd be more worried about the kangaroos, man. One of them fuck you up, bro.
Yeah, they kill dogs. They kill dogs like for fun and stuff. They don't like dogs, and so they'll like
Humans
kill
do.
them.
But no, they've got like the big, chest poking out, and they punch as well. But they've also got this like claw on their feet, and they can like
Oh yeah, they'll rip you open with it.
rip your intestines out and stuff.
I'll
I've never
I'll
fought
punch
one.
a kangaroo.
I don't think it's advisable from what the full Aussie lot say.
I saw that video where the dude walks
Strong
up because
legs.
the dog situation and punches the kangaroo in the face. I'll do that.
You'll do that.
Then I'll run like a little girl, but I'll do it.
Is that against terms of service for someone to punch a kangaroo on YouTube?
I'm sure it would be.
If you
Not
have
in
to sign a
self-defense.
waiver, probably not.
Yeah. We'll get the kangaroo to sign the waiver.
Yeah, there you go.
Why is Danny DeVito out there hitting that kangaroo? This is weird. But
He's still there,
if you're gonna
Suits.
do sloth, you can't do cocaine sloth. You have to do speed sloth.
Meth
It's all
sloth.
hopped up on speed and starts going fast,
Yeah.
running around. From his little
Fentanyl
nails.
badger.
Yeah, fentanyl badger.
That's not going to end well.
No.
Wouldn't that slow the badger down a bit?
Yeah, he's just
Side to
laying
side.
there
All
with his
relaxed.
laying there with his tongue hanging out. People are poking it with the stick.
Yeah.
It's not even doing it.
LSD shark.
There you go.
Oh,
There was the sharks eating cocaine off the Florida coast, so they can do cocaine sharks.
Yeah,
I think they're
saw that.
working on something like that.
yeah. I think they
There
are
was one
working
for
on a
Shark
video.
Week on Discovery, but I think that was just like a documentary style of talking about
Oh,
it,
okay.
not like an actual.
I think I saw it on
movie.
Discovery.
Yeah, well, the second somebody heard about that, some B movie maker was all like, "Oh my god!" And then they all probably started fighting for the name. Get that? We got to get that.
I thought it was Zack Snyder that was directing it.
Zack Snyder's cocaine.
Oh,
shot.
God, it'd be in
Hash
slow mo.
lab.
Slow mo sloth.
Oh, okay. So, Cocaine Shark isn't being made, but there is like a. It looks like a public campaign to kind of push it to make it happen.
Mozzo is probably top of that list because we know he loves the shark.
Was that actual footage of a shark on cocaine?
This one?
No,
down,
one down.
down,
One
down,
down.
down. Right
the
there.
Other, the other way.
It might be because sharks don't usually go upside down. They go into a catatonic state when they're upside down. So that's very weird for a shark to be swimming that
It's a
way.
meth shark.
I love it how this video
Yeah.
works, but when I tried to do the other videos, this bloody thing doesn't work.
It's only
Yeah,
the vertical
that's
videos. that
very
work.
weird. That is not what they do.
What about
Sure.
Twisted
Should-
Metal? Have you guys?
just don't give animals drugs, people? Okay, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
We are not promoting drug
We're
use
not
for
promoting.
animals.
Don't hotbox your pup.
Yeah. In fact, I'm against Green Rock smoking pot because of that.
Because
It's
he's a gorilla. yeah.
monkeys. Yeah,
Animal abuse?
abusing drugs.
Hash
You know,
monkey.
so
You're right.
have you guys heard about that Twisted Metal movie
The
The
show.
show. Yeah,
on Peacock?
Yeah, on Peacock.
Or is it a show or a movie?
I've seen the trailer for
it's
it.
a show. It's a show.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a series.
I
Are you
told
guys gonna end
Dermy-
up watching that?
Probably not.
What is it?
Twisted Metal. It's based off a video game about like post-apocalyptic car bashings. It's got Will Arnett playing the clown guy's voice though.
So it's kind of like Mad.
It's like Mad Max, but like
yeah, little
more,
Mad Max.
more cars.
It's like
comedy,
Mad
it's
Max on
humorous.
crack.
Yeah.
I showed the trailer to Dermy, and all he could do was tear it apart. But I told myself I'm gonna give it a chance because it looks like it might be decent. And so far, everyone's saying it's good. Saying it's.
Yeah, I'd like to see what Gary thought.
Yeah, that would be.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know
I
if you
can't
guys
wait
watch
for
that.
that. He also has to get to RRR as well. Have you guys seen that one?
We've watched
Yeah.
RR on our channel. Yeah, that
That
was
was
really
good.
good.
It's an epic though, so like it.
3 hours.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's a commitment
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I still have no idea what
Yeah,
it's about.
my-
Everyone says you should watch it, but
It's about the best
It's
romance
a
ever.
great movie. Yeah. Bromance to the max, that one.
It's kind of a legend, right?
Yeah, it's like a legend of the heroes of the when India got its
like it's
freedom.
the Indian Revolution.
Yeah.
It's funny because my family is from Calcutta, so yeah, they'll watch like Bollywood movies when I was a kid and everything like that, and I had no idea that they were this good. If I would have known, I would have gotten into them a lot sooner. But it was funny because people were upset because of the English being the bad guys in that one.
They were.
And there was they were
Right,
fighting against
right.
We are the bad
the
guys.
colonials.
Yeah, the bad guy's Ray Stevenson, who recently passed away. He plays the head
All right.
British dude.
Oh, I didn't even
They've
think
often,
about
they've
that.
often
Yeah,
used
wow.
a British actor for your archetypal villain in Hollywood movies, though, haven't they?
yeah, you guys are always causing trouble around the world. What the hell?
Yeah. You guys come and save it.
Yep. Yep. We threw off your oppression, Redcoat.
That's right.
Only to get it a couple hundred years later. But yeah.
Yeah, and then we took the mantle.
We have another meme hopping in. I am sorry, guys. We will definitely have you on again when things
Yeah, when
actually
we're more
work.
professional.
When there's
Yeah,
less
we'll have-
tornadoes.
Yeah,
Oh
less
my
tornadoes.
God.
It'll be fine.
When
When we have
everyone's
extra
not on
zero.
vacation and
Yeah.
yeah, there's less tornadoes. Extra zeros here to make it run right. Like, can't defeat me.
The Winnie the Pooh slasher film.
The
I want to
Canadian
see
bear.
Epic Verse. Can you make this happen? I want to see it. Drunk 3PO as a
He don't do
cocaine
it. He doesn't do the Canadian bear anymore, man. He doesn't. He's
Why
trying to
doesn't
move
he?
away from that. He doesn't
I
want
would
to be
have milked
typecast.
that for everything it was worth.
No, but he doesn't want to be typecast as the one thing, you know. I get it.
Yeah, as the devil, I get it too. But yeah, like milk it, pull every penny
And I
out.
guess wearing that suit to all of the cons was probably grating on him, I guess.
Yeah. It starts to stink after a while.
Well, I think even Gina put it on for a second.
Yeah, she looked good in that too. Like normally you wouldn't think that would be like a very sexy outfit, a onesie bear outfit, but she rocked
I
it.
wonder what she'd look like in a Danny DeVito costume.
Don't.
Well, you are a Legion of Memers member. You can make that happen if anybody can.
Oh, yeah, I can do anything.
She can wear me as a suit anytime
Yes,
she
you
wants.
Some women make anything look good. So
That's very true.
Suits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm checking. I keep having to look outside my window to make sure like the hail isn't coming down to destroy everything. So I think we might have to wrap it up here because I'm on delay and I'm talking over everybody, which I'm trying not to do. But Yumi in the movies, can you let the people know where to find you? Hold on one sec. We got a late guest coming in. Mephisto, how you
How you
doing,
doing,
bud?
guys? What?
I was just
Yeah,
about to
Mephisto.
bounce, but I'm glad you came in because
What?
you, me, and the movies do very similar work when it comes to streaming
I don't think
movies.
so.
So
I do talk about
Well-
movies, but I kind of, it's really hard for me to do like movie reaction stuff because I don't know, it's really hard for me to do that stuff. But I was inspired by your channel, guys,
Awesome.
to actually do that stuff because back in the old start of 2020s, when everybody else was cooped up, I wasn't. I was essential worker. But I was watching a lot of people kind of go into movie reaction stuff, and it kind of ignited my love of movies, and it actually turned out to have a podcast because of it.
Yeah. The whole COVID thing and everybody restriction, all the theaters been shut down, really launched the reaction because it's kind of like a way to have that theater like feel of walking out of the theater and everybody talking about what they just watched, or you're sitting in the theater and everybody reacting when that amazing moment happens. So like when people couldn't experience that in the theaters because they were all closed, a lot of people turned to watching movie reactions, I think, because of it. So
To me, it's a lot of fun because I grew up with like watching movies all the time. Ended up, I didn't do any college or anything, but let's say my major in high school was sort of film school. So I was watching a lot of films that I wouldn't normally watch as a teenager to have sort of education. But it kind of led me to watch other movies that are not necessarily your typical, oh, this is a movie. Movies like Snatch or Big Lebowski or even Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs, stuff that now we may consider them popular, but they used to be not that popular. It's like we covered American Psycho. Now it's like a cult classic. Back then, it was just about to be not made because it was too violent, too harsh, too much like sexual content, all that stuff, and wrapped up in just one movie. And and to me, watching other people do the reactions, I was like, I know what's coming, and I want to see how they react to the initial thing, and then how they react to the reveal or the setup and the payoff, and that's my interest in that, not specifically in watching the movie itself because I already know what's going on.
Yeah,
that's the interesting thing, especially when some of the you probably know them or talk to them, like people like Ashley Burton or what's that? There's a black dude. I talked to him on Instagram, like DM on Instagram, wanted to grab him on, and he flaked on me at the end. I don't remember what his name, but he does great reactions. And he's always so surprised of what's going on. And I was like, oh, that's very, I get it. That's very endearing quality when you're not knowing what's going on and suddenly you have like sort of the Shawshank Redemption moment of the poster coming off the wall for some people. I was like, oh, okay. And not specifically that movie, but that moment in various movies. That's the endearing quality. That's why people keep watching. It's like, oh, we'll watch that. Was it the same for you guys or what? Because
actually, she's really good at picking out plot points. She'll figure out twists like a third of the way through the movie and say something. And I'll have to sit there with a poker face if I know the twist and be like, no, that's not right.
After watching something too many times, you like I'll watch cop shows or things, and I'll figure it out before. I'll be like, it's gonna be that dude. He's doing it because this, and I've just after a while it becomes easy.
Me and my wife are like Law and Order junkies. So Law and Order and Law and Order SVU and all the other ones are like, My wife would probably pick up whoever it is, except for that one time that there's an episode people completely don't remember it exists, that Kevin Smith was in an episode, but he wanted to be on an episode where he's not the bad guy, but he's going to be the guy who leads you to the bad guy specifically. But when he turns up, my wife was like, "Oh, Kevin Smith, he's the dude. He's the like rapist or whatever it was."
Yeah, that's one of the big plot holes. Every time they bring on a celebrity, you know they're gonna be it because they're the biggest draw. So of course, yes, he totally is the rapist and stuff. Yeah, I'm a detective, a TV detective.
Yeah, for me, it's patterns, right? Like you just have typical patterns. Characters building has typical patterns. I just kind of follow the pattern.
I think the only franchise of movies with a mystery that's stumped her is all the Scream movies. She's never gotten the killer right.
I see.
It's like
you
if
never
Darlie
know.
was in it, you'd be like, yeah, he's definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you guys? No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Dermy's always the pervert, so in SVU, he would always be the guy.
Have you guys done Silence of the Lambs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Did you figure that out? Because
Which part?
Did you figure who
the Buffalo Bill guy?
The Buffalo Bill guy. Because I know for a fact that when you watch it for the very first time, you know there's something off with the dude. You know he's the bad guy.
When she goes to the door.
Oh, when
but
she goes.
She doesn't. They don't figure out it's him who's actually Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
You know that he's the killer, but you don't make the connection until you get the raid.
Yeah.
Have you guys
FBI's
ever
going to
seen
one house and she's at the other?
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen? I love this movie. Love it. Manhunter.
Yeah, we actually just watched that.
That is William Patterson in that is so good when he's in the hotel room and he's figuring out how he's choosing the families, because that's the big question. How's he choosing who he's killing? And he's figuring it out watching those videos, and just the way he acts in that is just so damn good.
Yeah, we recently watched the Hannibal TV show after watching all of the Anthony Hopkins trilogy. And so before the third season of Hannibal, which I think Manhunter's in, I don't know why my stomach is growling so much.
It's like a rumble jungle over here, you guys.
You guys hear that? But we watched Manhunter, and we've watched Red Dragon, and we watched Manhunter afterwards, and we compared it. And yeah, Will is probably the best version of Will.
What?
The actor, he said.
William Patterson.
William Patterson as Will Graham was probably the best.
Oh, yes.
The best Will.
Yes.
So.
All right. Green Rocks, you got any more subjects on the docket, or we're wrapping up?
No, actually, before
I
hopped in, I was
on,
just going to finish.
I need to go to bed. It's literally almost at 12:30.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. I was just going to finish up because I got a tornado coming in, and it's causing havoc on my internet.
Yeah.
Great.
The twister coming.
He's going to end up in Oz.
Yeah, tornadoes are not something you have to worry about, huh?
Well, that's what he gets for wearing those women's shoes.
all I'm asking is that all I'm asking is this: around next April, at the end of April, there won't be any tornadoes or any fucking storms or anything. I need it to be clear as humanly possible. So I'll have a good vacation. I'm coming over to the States, you know.
Yeah. April's a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, you are? We'll DM me, man. You come over, I'll take you shooting, and we'll have some fun.
During Pesach.
Okay, sababa. Come during Pesach. But we might not be, super kosher for Pesach.
You have to come down to Las Vegas. I think that's the nearest we'll be.
I mean, we'll see. Hopefully a meetup happens at that time.
It's like
fingers crossed.
I literally, my wife wanted to go in August, and I was like, you want to be doing San Diego, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas in August? Are you sure? She's like, yeah. I was like, check temperatures, please.
Isn't April when they do the Las Vegas Neurotic meetup?
Yes.
The Friday Night Tights? Yeah.
Yes. That was my hidden agenda.
Yeah.
Mephisto is a strategic man.
I think they're trying to do it like closer to the start. We're going to be there at the end.
Okay.
At the closer to the end. But
hitting
doesn't matter.
those cities, we call that the bum tour.
It's just exciting, but it's different because it's not going by myself. It's going with the entire family, so it's a little bit of a different kind of a vacation. But we'll see. We'll see.
All right, mate. All right, well, get some rest. Thank you for hopping on, man, and we'll be in DMs later. We'll definitely set something up. If I can afford it, I would love to come to Vegas, or I got family in LA. Come visit LA and hang out with you there.
No worries, man.
All right, have a good night, mate.
No, I'm not leaving. You'll wrap up the
okay.
show and I'll leave.
Okay.
I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not that.
He's trying to kick you out. What the heck?
Remember, Green Rocks, just remember, I'm a media whore. If somebody invites me, I'll be there. I need to get up to go to work in about 4.5 hours. So I'll stay until you're done.
Okay. Cool, man. Well, let's start with you, me, and the movies. You want to let the people know where to find you?
Yeah, you can find us at
the merch and everything.
Yeah, you can find us at You Me the Movies on all the social media. Well, Twitter and Instagram. And X, sorry. And same on YouTube at You Me the Movies on YouTube.
And our merch is on youmethemovies.com. That's our merch website.
Yeah.
So, and then I've been doing gaming streams on our You Me and the Games channel, and I'll be playing Link's Awakening on Game Boy Color later tonight.
Oh, nice.
So.
Do you have any streams coming up you want to promote?
We will be on Side Scrollers on Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
So make sure you check us out there. And then we also do a weekly podcast on Grounded Guidance. It's kind of like a paranormal... how would you describe it?
I have no idea. Yeah, paranormal conversations, curious
Ghost
conversations.
chasers.
Yeah, there you go.
We will be chasing ghosts soon, though.
Appreciate you guys having us on to hang out with you.
Of course. Yeah. And I want to have you guys back on when everything works.
And everyone's here.
Sure.
When do you think that will happen?
When things work better.
Shut up, Mephisto. Shut up.
He'll find out if he survives the storm in a couple hours.
I'm trying to keep my fucking wits together. You know what happened to me yesterday, so I'm trying to keep my morale high. Okay, so
while you're on here, Mephisto, why don't you promote your channel and let the people know what happened to you recently?
Well, you can't do anything, but I got demonetized for reused content. I don't know why. It's been going well for the past 4 months that I've been monetized, and nothing was off. They suddenly decide reused content. It's a lot to do with. I figured it out because they don't tell you anything. It's the fact that in the past few months, I was literally trying to convert all the podcasts that we did live to literally private most of them, all the live streams themselves. I privated them and then re-upload them as a full podcast to gain traction. And I think that kind of activated their alarm bells for reused content. That's the only thing that I could think of. Maybe even the shorts. I really couldn't tell, but yeah. On the Real McCoy podcast. That's the name of the podcast that we do every Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific, where we pick a movie We ask our audience to go and watch the movie during the week, and at that end of that week, we talk about it. So every week we've got assignments for you guys out there. But we pick a movie and then we just break it down. We talk about the behind the scenes, the casting, budget, cinematography. Try to break down the storyline of the movie piece by piece, and just enjoy the name of the movie itself. And along the way, we play a few games. And on the channel, I've been doing more, just trying to give you more up-to-date videos on everything that's going on, like movies, box office reviews, movie reviews. All that stuff is on the channel. Otherwise, just that podcast.
So go follow his channel. I'll bring it.
The links are in the
It
chat.
should be in
fine.
chat as well.
It's fine.
And go follow him on Twitter as well, because he's a good Twitter follow. Devil made me do it, mate. You got anything coming up this week?
Yeah, tomorrow I got Get Ranked. We're ranking best pizza chains. And I got tonight's Skinamax. I've got a couple different ones coming up. But yeah, follow me on Twitter at Nalek3. Go subscribe to Beelzehub on YouTube, and hope you enjoy.
Sweet, man. Awesome. Kenzo, you got any projects coming up?
I'm just working on some animations and stuff. Art by Kenzo, like it is down here on Twitter and on YouTube. And yeah, there's some animated content and lots of artwork that I'll be putting out over the next couple of months.
Awesome, man. And check out his work also on the Full Aussie channel every Saturday, because things drop every now and then. So make sure you hit that the notification bell so you don't miss it, because there are some bangers. And I want to thank everybody on the panel for your patience today, because I know it wasn't a smooth run, but you can catch me every week here on the Legion of Memers stream at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Also on the Midweek Hump, which is 9 p.m. Mountain Time, which I'm always on, and I do guest intros for. So you, me, and the movies, you guys are ever guests, you'll get a pretty long intro. It's about 59 seconds. So hopefully I'll see you around other streams as well, because it was really great hanging out with y'all. And check out Side Scrollers, because I've been doing some editing for them, and they have clips I've put up. So if you guys have any constructive criticism, feel free to reach out to me. I'm only looking to get better. So I appreciate you all being here this weekend, and we will see you next week. Have a great night, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks for having us. See ya.
Bye.